Alright, gamers. We're going to start with Rez Infinite, and we are on a strict time limit here, so we're going to go right in.
Do it. Go in there.
So for those of you who have not played Rez before, this is a musical rhythm on-rails shooter. And if you've beaten Rez, you get this mode called Direct Assault mode, which lets you play all the levels back-to-back. This is what we're going to do. How the levels?
I think it sounds pretty good.
Cool. So, Kitty, do you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah. Hi everyone. My name's Kitty. I'm here with Davin, and I guess my introduction is I write role-playing games, and sometimes I dress up like bugs.
Yeah.
Davin, what's your deal?
I do video game science. My day job is over at Riot Games, but I'm here just because friends are doing the raise money thing. And yeah. Rez is one of my favorite games of all time, so I was very, very excited to get to run it for y'all. Someone asked what system this is on, so I'm playing this on PC right now. This is the Rez Infinite version. I'm playing with a controller. I definitely recommend playing with a controller if you're going to play this. It feels much better. Got that good rumble.
Davin, you mentioned specifically how long it takes you to play this game.
Yeah.
Have you played this enough times that like you have this down? You're like, oh, this is a 55-minute day. This is like a 60-minute day.
So I used to play this Direct Assault mode on the PlayStation 2 every day after class in college. There was a period of time where I just like played a lot of Rez. Sorry, let me focus for a second here.
Sure.
Okay. And so Direct Assault, depending on how good of a job you do with the bosses, will take anywhere from an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. And most likely this will be an hour and 5 minutes.
Are you going for the time attack or the score attack or anything? Is there that in Infinite?
There's multiple sort of win conditions. So you can go for a high score, you can go for trying to beat it within a particular hit rate, so that you get the pink butterfly ending. That's what I'm trying to go for. So I'm trying to get every enemy and every power-up. If you go for score, you're usually trying to link your shots all the way up to 8 every time. So you'll see me do some score stuff where I'll like wait to fire until we get a little farther. But for the most part, I'll just be trying to survive, trying to not miss any enemies, try to get all the power-ups. So Kitty, you and I did a podcast about this game once.
Yeah, so I didn't know if I should bring this up because this was 6 years ago that we did that. I had you on an old. I'm a reformed podcaster, and
I don't know if you've done your time yet.
No, so I went back and I listened to it just to remind myself why the two of us were so excited about this game, because admittedly, I don't think I've played this game, oh gosh, probably since like 2003.
Meanwhile, I have bought it on every system it is purchasable for.
Yeah, and actually one of the things that got mentioned in there was your mode of saying, like, specifically calling out the person's gamer tag who knocked you off.
Oh, that's right.
The leaderboard.
True Blue Bomber.
You still know it.
I still remember, yeah. So, for viewers at home, when this game was re-released in HD, I got into the like score attack mode pretty heavily for Area 4, which is my favorite area in the game. And for a very brief moment, I was #1 on that, but the other like super high score person there knocked me off pretty soon after. For some reason, the name is stuck to my head.
Did you ever talk to them? Did you ever?
No, never reached out to them. I just assumed they were also a hardcore Rez person.
Yeah, in a way, like I would almost feel like, I don't know, this feels like such a personal, like meditative thing that I don't necessarily know that I would want to really talk to someone else. I guess.
Yeah. There was the the notion, like, it would upload replays so you could see what strategies they were using. And so some people will do like boss score farming, where you just leave the boss alive for a long time and shoot down their missiles. I think that's really boring, so I got really into Area 4 because you can't really do that in Area 4. So it's just like a pure, like, do a good job type thing. So every boss spawns with 3 different difficulty levels, Mega, Giga, and Terra. Terra is what you get if you have like 98 or 99% shot down minimum. So that's why there's some variance in how long bosses will take, because the Terra bosses are a bit harder and make you do more stuff. Like this sweet little orb is trying to shoot missiles at me. I think this is the most beautiful, like, attack animation. These little lines.
God, yeah, it would be like one of my favorite shoot-ups to watch was always Ikaruga. I always loved watching.
Oh, Ikaruga's really pretty.
Right? Just for that reason, right? Where it just felt like it wasn't necessarily about balance per se, but rather what art can we, like, what visual, just onslaught.
Bullet hell shooters in general are really cool for that. One of my friends, Tasha, plays bullet hell shooters, and it's really cool to see how they look in action.
Remind me, so I have not played Rez Infinite. What does Infinite just add to this mode? Does it add?
It added Area X, or one of the different, like, VR specific areas, and VR. So you can play this game in VR. I personally don't like it in VR. Because this game is very based around you only being able to see a little bit and, like, putting enemies in certain paths. And VR kind of messes with that. Because every action, like, has sound with it, you sort of get your own version of each song that you get used to. And VR, like, also changes that. So the first time I played VR, it just sounded all wrong to me because I was shooting things at different times.
Yeah, and I feel like this game too, it falls into that camp, the Tetris Tech camp. I feel like the Thumper as well, and that these are games that I am terrified to experience in VR because I just don't know how I would respond to it.
Oh, yeah.
I already respond just so intensely to them. Like the Thumper specifically is something that I have to catch myself if I have been playing that game for 10 minutes because I have stopped playing it.
This is a good time for donos, by the way.
I see
each of
that
the areas.
we have hit a milestone.
Oh shit! What is
that
it?
Right? Oh, we've hit over 20,000. We've done that. That was during.
That was during Dante's stream. Yeah.
Yes. Gotcha.
Do we have a couch friend to read donos during this section? I don't know if we do or not. We might just be passively absorbing money.
There will be a moment in which we're just saving them all up just to get the max.
Yeah. So if you're enjoying all these musics and loud noises, put some money in. Put some money in for the bail funds or the mutual aid funds. That's what we are doing this whole shindig for.
So there was a really great Tetris Effect stream earlier.
I didn't get to catch it. Yeah, I love that game. I need to watch the VOD of that.
Yeah, I actually just started playing it like a couple of days ago, and it is very much something that my roommates will come in and just stand there and just in silence.
Stop and be absorbed.
Yeah, it feels like rude to interrupt. Now, it won't be rude to interrupt right now, if we want to cover any donations.
Yeah. Ooh, I need to boost your volume. You're coming in a little quiet for me. Howdy. Pause for a second just to boost the volume here, because I cannot hear Mo too good. There we go. Okay.
This is a little unrelated to the game. And by little, I mean all the way. So, can I tell you a little bit about what I just got out of?
Yes.
I was playing Divinity Original Sin 2 with co-op.
You were doing the main campaign or like a GM mode?
Yeah, I've been doing the main campaign with it with a couple of my role-playing friends, which is bewildering to me because it's been a long time since I've played one of those like Baldur's Gate like kind of honestly like 100-hour slog games.
Right.
The fact that we're doing it cooperative probably just makes it even longer, but it's with my role-playing friends.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be fun to do.
Right. But the number one challenge for getting a role-playing group together as adults is getting people together, right?
Right.
And it's been bewildering, like how much we've been able to put that together. Maybe it's just because like it is like a role-playing experience that none of us have to prep for.
Yeah, there's no like GMing.
Right. And the GM is just Google that we just put on the like we'll just have like, oh, none of us know what to do with this weird vampire who seems nice. Meanwhile, like some of us can just have 3 different builds open for our character at any given time. It's a weird experience taking like like an analog role playing group and putting them into like and playing digital games with us.
Right.
But essentially, it's
still pretty quiet.
What's pretty quiet?
The Kitty and I, the guests.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that real quick. I didn't hear you say that earlier. So.
Oh no, I just saw it in the chat just now.
Let me lower the volume of the game, and that'll probably help. How's that? Because I have the desktop all at the same volume.
That's probably better. It was a big adjustment just in my... Yeah, okay. People say much better.
Awesome.
Great.
Sorry about that.
P.S. Good orb, by the way.
Thank you. This is a very
get it?
meditative orb. This is the 4th form, I think. This is the one right before you become an orb yourself. How are we doing on donos, Mr. Mo?
We are still at the same place. We should get some donations in.
Yeah.
Who's out here to donate
who wants to
mutual aid and bail funds around the country?
And orbs. Do it for orbs. Do it for this weird train that shoots missiles at me.
If you want to make an orb-related hot take, I'll have to read it.
It's true.
Something's the best orb. Something is an overrated orb. You know.
Make Mo say
Bring your
things
orb
about
takes.
orbs. So if I was doing high score stuff here, a lot of these enemies are set up so that you can get chains of 8 if you do specific actions. So like those motorcycle thingies take 6 shots, but they shoot 2 missiles. And so if you really want to get a high score, you can time yourself well there. Similarly, the main like camera parts of those let you get set up. They're the things you pay attention to when you play this game 100 times.
Is this your preferred? Is this your preferred instance of this game? You said you've purchased it in essentially, every form that it's been in.
I think
this
this
is your preferred one.
Yeah, I think this is the best one. It has the HD graphic remaster that like the original re-release had, and then the sound is way more crisp in this too. Like if you're playing this on good headphones, it's just fantastic.
Are you playing it on good headphones?
I'm playing this on an Astro gaming headset. That's my headset reviewer voice.
It sounds very practiced.
Yeah. It's my general jokey guy voice.
We have $10 from Red Goat. Thank you, Red Goat, to the Act Blue Mutual Aid Fund. Just shooting out another $10 to let you all know that the mayor of MPLS was just stripped of his "I Can't Breathe" shirt, then sadly walked out of a demonstration while the crowd of hundreds chanted "Go home, Jacob," and "Shame, shame, shame," because he refused to say he supports defunding the police. Keep it going, MPLS, gamers, and protesters. It's
Wow.
working, ACAB.
Great.
That's
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
That's breaking news. Thank you very much. Now we're in a
Oh, now
tunnel.
we got these spider friends. Is that what this is?
This
oh,
is-
wow. Nope.
This is like a little core with these big octopus arms that folds them to create different geometry for us to deal with. Quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
This form says words whenever you attack, so you'll hear me say resonate a lot, or synthesizing. In the lore of this game, we are a hacker trying to get to this one secured system.
In order to do what, David?
I don't know, we'll have to find out.
Oh, did they really just not give you like any information?
Yeah, they don't really tell you what's going on. You sort of figure it out as you go through Area 5.
I like this one. Can we hang out?
I can get you their number, but I think right now they're pretty dedicated to trying to shoot their little bullets at me, which frankly is rude.
Yeah.
Actual Person 84 says, I love that this game has a realistic representation of hacking.
It's true. You can see all the commands on the top left. Fire 7X at core. That's how I got into the mainframe.
Y'all, we're $22 and change away from 20,500. Let's get there.
Let's
Oh my
get it.
goodness. Oh, this is
I'm just
challenging.
I'm just so entranced by this.
It's almost like... I think this is... I was streaming this in a Discord recently, and someone mentioned how they only knew this game because of the Vibrator story about it. Where this is the game that you could buy in a bundle with a special vibrator that was like made so you could feel the music on your body. And then when this game came out, they made like a full corset full of rumbling things that you could wear to just like have your atoms destroyed by this game. It's a good choice.
Have you experienced either? Of
No,
these
because it was a special installation thing that it had like glowing and stuff when they were previewing it at some event. I didn't get to experience the rumble corset and have my atoms destroyed, but I wish I did.
We have $10 from, excuse me, from Carrie Poppy.
Carrie Poppy?
And we have $20 from Peregrine. Love and respect to all bullet hells, but we all know that Hakurai Reimu has the best orbs in the biz.
Thank you both of y'all. Carrie Poppy is the kind lady who found my dog Goose.
Oh, cool.
She found him as a stray, and then we adopted him, and now he terrorizes us.
Goose is one of my favorites.
Goose is a good one. Alright,
think-
goodbye, boss.
Goodbye. My first time meeting Goose the dog, I believe when I tried to leave, he threw an absolute temper tantrum upon just meeting me. And that was both the most sweetest and most unbearable thing.
He gets really mad when people arrive, then he becomes very attached to them after a day or two, and then he doesn't want them to leave ever. Very cute.
What happened to your little? What happened to your buddy?
My buddy?
Yeah, I guess
I'm orb-shaped
you've
now,
transcended
yeah.
the human form.
Yeah, so whenever you get those blue orbs, those are like a life meter thing. And so I'm at maximum life. Your form is your life. Oh, I missed an enemy. This is a challenging stage for me in the default color scheme, because it's all this like green background with red enemies, and got that color blindness.
What have you found like other? Oh my gosh, those are they're
Magatama.
creature. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. I'm like thinking all of the Shin Megami Tensei games I have ever played.
The fusion fodder. Yeah, there's different color schemes in Direct Assault mode. I don't have them all unlocked on PC, but it like remixes a bunch of the stages in different tone of color. So like really cool or really warm or stuff like that.
Do you play many other like rhythm games? I don't know if I really count this as a rhythm game in the same way that
Yeah.
a lot of the genre would be.
Not really. I like Mizuguchi's rhythm games because they're usually like a weird rhythm game. Like Child of Eden is the more rhythmy version of this, which is like you have to release on beat to get maximum points. But Luminous is a nice musical one as well. But I don't play like Dance Rush or like a GDR or anything like that. Oh, I missed an enemy.
So basically, like, when was the last time you have played a rhythm game that has Hatsune Miku in it? I guess that's the real question.
I don't think
Because
I've actually
I can tell you,
ever played a
that's all
rhythm
of them
game
now.
with Hatsune Miku in it.
It's great. It's great. I love it.
All right, y'all. We just hit $20,600.
Hell yeah.
Which
Let's
rules.
go.
And there are some things that I have to read.
Do it
now.
up. Some orb takes.
Give me a second. All right. So Nico, who will be on my segment later, where I'm going to play Heat Signature,
Ooh, I'm excited for
donated
that.
$4.20 and $4.20 and said, "Quote." Just want to say that one more time. Quote. My name's Mo, and I'm here to say deep dish pizza is better in every way.
Is
End
that
quote.
an orb take though?
Eh,
I guess a
enough.
deep dish pizza is like a sliced
it's
orb.
thick enough.
Yeah.
It's thick enough.
Flat.
Is this a
Sparkle
betrayal?
Donated $20. What'd you say?
Is this a betrayal? Like, are you not a deep disher?
I am not a deep disher.
Well-
The thinner, the better for me.
Same. Nico did good though.
Yes. Sparkletone with $20. The heavy Zotling and volatile Zotlings are perfect orbs, and Mo loves them.
Do you?
Debatable. But I read it. And Lindsay with $69. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank
says,
you, Lindsay.
Two beautiful interlocking numerical orbs. Yeah, that's true.
That's good. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that my wife, Lindsay, or some other Lindsay? Guess we won't know.
I don't have any more information than what I
Yeah.
said.
We'll find out later.
Yeah. I had a pizza right before I got in, and it was unfortunately named.
Ooh, I got hit.
It was from Two Boots, which only has movie and musician themed pizza. And so this one was just called the Mr. Pink.
Oh
and it
no.
was just because the guy who owns the place is like wants to show off that he once met Steve Buscemi.
God.
I don't think I'd want a pizza named after a Reservoir Dogs character.
Shouldn't it be? I would call it "Hello, Fellow Pizzas."
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a much better Buscemi pizza name.
But also the rule is if you get that pizza, you have to tip twice as much, just out of principle.
Yeah. Is he the character who says he doesn't tip in that movie?
Yeah.
Ah. Look at this background pulsing. So this is a very difficult part because of the aforementioned color blindness.
Oh god.
Yeah, normally I use overdrives here, but I don't have any right now. So everyone can watch me flail, unseeing. The good news is my failure makes this run go faster, because I think we get the Giga Boss now instead of the Terra Boss. We'll find out after we make friends with the natural enemy of Orb, which is these cubes.
Sorry, Dave. Just you saying you get the Giga Boss and not the Terra Boss. I love video games.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just get the Giga Boss. Look at this, VenusGiga.bin. This is horseshit. I have to turn in my controller and badge.
They'll have to pull another. Yeah, they have to pull another hacker off of fire.
Yeah. Oh, gig economy hacking game would actually be pretty cool. Like really shitty low rent Shadowrun.
You just need to like hack into like the washing machines.
To get the Bluetooth working again so people can use the payment app, not even to circumvent it.
You're part of like Coca-Cola's street team, and all you do is
Oh my
just
God.
sabotage like the Pepsi and pizza, like the Pepsi and Yum Foods machines around town.
What is a Yum Foods machine?
Yum Foods is like the conglomerate that owns like Pizza Hut and like.
Oh.
Let me see what Yum Foods. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, KFC.
I mean, in the
This is-
future, you know there's
Bonbons.
going to be a Taco Bell vending machine.
This is a psyop to get everyone really hungry watching the stream. Don't let Mo do this. Instead, donate your taco money to bail
Yes.
funds.
Any money you spend on food, because I just did that, you have to match in donations. You don't have to, but I would do that.
It'd be pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it would be sweet.
Imagine how cool you would feel buying a taco and then donating taco dollars.
Yeah. Many
Shout
tacos
out.
cost like $4.20 with tax too. So,
Oh, there we go.
Chad is shouting out Exapunks, which is very much that kind of game.
Oh yeah, Exapunks. Okay, so all these fishies are appearing, and if you notice, their names are green fish and red fish and blue fish. Actually, I don't think I get any blue fishes if I'm not in Terra mode. I like a little Seuss. Oh, there they are. A little Seuss ref. They're trying to bite me though. I'm not feeling that.
I love that.
I think they're really cute.
Alright, if you had to be friends with one Rez component, why would it be this one?
Wondrous. I don't know if it actually would be. I really like. There's this wall that we're gonna run into that kind of makes an interlocking shape. I think it tries really hard, and I bet it would be like a really reliable friend that would help you move. What about you? You were pretty into that like octopus friend.
Yeah, I mean that's like generally my like
Your spider schemes.
that's generally my flavor. Is
Yeah.
That, like, it's very much that attitude of like, do I want to be friends with this creature thing, or do I want to be that?
Yeah.
Which of course is not obviously an exclusive statement.
Check out those arm poses. What cool guy.
Oh wow!
he's
Are you doing
voguing.
that?
The character does that when you transition between levels, like between
Something
little
that-
parts of it.
If you just like one of the thumbsticks just let you just
I
totally
wish.
vibe.
You kidding me?
We have a couple more donations.
Hit us.
With $50 from Jay Haley. Hi, Davin.
Thank you.
And $55 from Chris. Thank you for running the stream and supporting these causes. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for donating.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Chris,
Chris.
for doing that
Thank you,
thing.
Haley.
You did the thing you were thanking us for.
Yeah, exactly.
We're one big team doing this. Except for these little red things that are trying to murder me. They're not on the team. This boss always makes me think of Star Fox, the original one where you like fly into the core.
I was thinking that similar to what we were talking about. Oh no!
Yeah, it seems fine. Oh, that was my
Just like
that was my
little bit
friend
of-
Haley. We know Haley.
Is that just a little bit of FMV in the background?
Yes, it was. You're gonna see more of it. How suspicious. All right, here's the stage Davin used to be #1 in the world at. You will not see #1 performance anymore.
But what if we do?
If we do, I'll be pretty impressed because this is a difficult stage to 100%. Also a stage that has this just booming bass that just builds the entire time. It's quite cool.
Oh, I kind of actually want to turn the volume up a little bit on this one then.
You have to blast your local volume. It's a good one for the rumble as well because the rumble just goes out of control on it. Oh dear, I messed this up already. Oh, no, I got him. Nice. You can see the lines going backwards still.
I never appreciate a good rumble until I feel like way after the fact.
Because
Because-
when I switched from playing Destiny on console to PC, like The force feedback really makes that game feel nice.
Shout out to your score right now, Dave, and you have now hit
Past 420?
You've hit 420K.
Hell yeah. I mean,
It
I'm
sounds like
a
good time to
responsible
donate.
adult. That would be a good time to get some 420s
Time
in.
to donate is 420 at 420.
Look at this machine issuing forth little robots at me. Are you going to let that go by without donations? I need your emotional support, crowd. I need to know that I'm not going to get shot at by these babies for nothing.
We've got 4269.
Oh, look at that.
L. Black Lives Matter, defund the police, defend Black Lives. Let's go, gamers. Y.
Let's go, L. Thank you,
Yep.
L. If you had an eye tracker on me right now, you would be seeing some upsetting things. That would actually be pretty fun. You could probably play this
That
with an eye
would be.
tracker.
Right? It's like there was the videos that were going around like a month or two ago about like Counter-Strike eye tracking.
Ooh, I bet they have
And, like,
weird cones. That's a little vision pun.
No, they're actually like owls, and that they have to turn their head. They can't
Oh,
actually move
yeah.
their eyes.
Called the Valorant maneuver.
How has Valorant been?
I'm digging it. I probably shouldn't boost it too much on account of my day job. That would be a
Fair,
little
fair,
weird. But go play Valorant. It's fun. The astute viewer will have noticed that all the backgrounds in these first 4 levels are like different world cultures that you make your way through. If I were more learned, I would tell you more about them, but I'm a Philistine who only plays rhythm games, apparently. The only culture I know is the word Philistine.
It's like I think I saw there was a genie's lamp on top of some
Yes.
building, question mark.
I think one of the levels is like Mesopotamian, because they have like Sanskrit. That might not be right. Someone yell at me in chat. Tell me what I'm getting wrong here.
We are currently we are currently $252 away from 21,000. I think we've got that
252. We
before-
totally have that.
before the end of the stream. I think we can get the next nice
Yeah.
round number.
I think y'all can do that. This is the wall I was talking about wanting to be friends with, by the way. I hurt them all, but
They just fit together so nicely.
yeah. A great dono moment would be when we hit Area 5, which for many people is the climax of this game. We can do a $5 rush.
Ooh, that would be great.
You'll get to
How
experience
much? How far away are you from level 5? Right?
probably about 8 minutes.
Okay.
The majority of this run is actually Area 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe not majority. A big old chunk, most of
We
it.
just have like it was like missing the speedrunner timers on the side.
Yeah. Alright. Go. Second half of the stage is going really good for me. I really goofed it in the first part, though.
Yeah. There was a Lindsay in the chat who was saying that pink butterfly ending is off the table.
Oh, yeah. Lindsay really likes the pink butterfly ending. I am going to go for the butterfly ending still. There's multiple endings to this game that are very minor in variation. If you get 100% on everything, shot down, analyzed, and power-ups, you get a beautiful pink butterfly ending if you also survive with the secret form in the last stage. We'll still try to get secret form survival because you get some butterflies for that. We'll see what happens.
God, how do I find out my secret form? I want that.
You need to, well, you need to go visit someone, and you'll see who you have to go visit in just a second. But she'll take care of that for you. Alright, now for the coolest boss in this game. Oh, I actually
no.
still did pretty good. I got the Terra version of it. Here we go. It's cubes. I lied.
Oh,
No, this is a cool. This boss makes me think of like Treasures video games, like Seven Force in Gunstar Heroes, or Seven Force in Guardian Heroes, or Seven Force in Gunstar Heroes Advance. They put Seven Force in a lot of their games. Is this joke?
I see.
Treasure likes having. Go ahead.
Is Seven Force just the big blocky guy?
Seven Force is the green set of spheres that turns into like a bird or a crab or a tank. They like enemies that like reconfigure themselves out of stuff.
That's legit.
Yeah. Like what was once a spinny boy is now this worm thing. Yeah, these drums are dope, L. That is a big reason why I like this stage. It just builds for most of it, and then all of a sudden you get these really intense drums. There's gonna be a drum. There it is. That drum fill. Look, he's a little running guy.
Oh, can you sample those drums on your song? Oh, I love this guy so much.
I could probably use that one tool. It starts with an S. I forget what it's called to pull the drums out. Spleeter. Spleeter is the name of the tool. For all you audio folks out there, Spleeter is a nice machine learning audio extraction tool. You get samples out of stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to sample. Alright, we're almost done with this guy. He's gonna try to get me with his tummy. Oh, his tummy. Alright, we
I
survived.
hate this.
Oh, it's tummy time. Oh no. Everyone watching at home can see how I bob around to this game and also end up craning my head as though it were VR.
I mean, honestly, that's the way to game. That's like the mini golf way is.
Absolutely, you gotta lean to make the ball move.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Alright,
okay.
we've got $69 from Sam. Thanks for doing this, folks.
Thank you,
Black
Sam.
Lives Matter, all cops are bastards, and a better world is possible. Much love and keep fighting the good fight.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Alright, y'all, we are on to Area 5. This is a perfect time to get a $5 donation rush as the Adam Freeland song Fear starts to kick in. 99.5! I did a lot better than I thought I did. I just missed the .5 that would have got me that support. Alright, let's go Area 5.
Let's go. Get
those fivers in.
$5 in.
Don't fear. Get it in.
Orb opinion thing is still open. All you donate $5, be part of the run, be part of this moment, and also get off an orb opinion.
Yeah, and all you Dune heads, the sample keeps saying
opinion.
Fear is the mind killer. So ages ago, life was born in the primitive sea. Try to remember that. As we hang out with this DNA and these Star Wars shuttle-looking ships.
Are you fighting the very fabric of Star Wars?
I think so.
Finally.
We're gonna go fight J.J. Abrams. This is pretty.
Those Sparkle Tone in the chat saying, echo the dolphin lore. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. A worm! I like that there's these big worms here when there's this Dune sample. I think that's good. I guess you wouldn't call this a sample, this is just a reference.
They're just hanging out.
There's some really good orb takes in the chat.
Ooh.
But I'm not. You have to donate for me
Yeah,
to read them.
I was about to read one of them, but then I realized I can't give that away for free.
Yeah.
They won't buy the cow then. This is Area 5, so we get $5 orb opinions in. That enemy will summon an obelisk. What that Twitter thread about dismantling obelisks didn't tell you is that you can just destroy the UFO that plants them. You don't need rope at all.
We have a $100 donation from Nick Hahnemann, who says "fuck the cops."
Wow, thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
That's kind of an orb opinion. Use an overdrive, because we have some extras.
What does overdrive do?
Overdrive turns on like an auto-targeting thing that attacks every enemy on screen. Sometimes it's useful because it'll like save you in a pinch, but if enemies have particular weak spots, it's actually a drawback because you can't focus on them. If you're digging this game, viewers, there is a follow-up game in the same style called Child of Eden that is more of a like kind of like future J-pop theme and has a really cool beat-based shooting system where you only keep combos going if you release the trigger on the beat, which ends up being just super fun in the songs. Alright y'all, for the Destiny heads who were excited when we watched something that looked like this get blown up earlier today, we're gonna repeat that. Look at that tube.
And for the people who don't know Destiny, Davin, could you explain all Destiny lore?
All Destiny lore? Yeah. You are a zombie powered by the Orb Father, and you try to make things better by blowing stuff up. And all the enemies are perplexed as to why you are this undying spaceman. Or in my case, Space Robo-Lady.
Confused enemy is maybe my favorite, like, more recent archetype of enemy.
It's good. There's like little lore entries in Destiny that make canon some of the bizarre behavior players have, and they do it in an interesting way where Guardians are just sort of deranged task followers who take sweet jumps over their enemies and dance around. I didn't destroy this thing. That rarely happens. I'm shocked. You can destroy that tube if you shoot the middle enough. I think because I overdrove, it didn't target the weak point enough. %. That number has no significance to this chat or its donations.
It's just merely progress.
Yeah.
I think that's what I want my next. I want to be able to write just the lines that appear on the left.
Ooh, yeah.
Just the commands.
Just LF fire 1x.
Yeah, just like writing the command, like writing like faux programming languages.
You get to name these things. Each enemy and each section has a little name that you can track. That thing was an ack. Who knows what that is? This track is by Adam Freeland. It is real good.
I'm just looking at some screenshots of Child of Eden. This game looks wild.
It's good. It's beautiful. It has a very different aesthetic. It's much more like, I don't know, pretty, I would say.
Much flowier.
Yeah.
And floral.
It has some really gorgeous stuff at the end. It's worth finding a 360 to play it on. Also, it's worth crying that they haven't released an HD remaster of it anywhere. Child of Eden also features the like virtual pop star that Tetsuya Mizuguchi puts in a lot of his games. If you've played Luminous and know the song like Heavenly Star, that's that character.
Is there a backstory to that character?
There sure is, and is it informed by Rez and later Child of Eden? It sure is. I think she's the first human born in space. name is Lumi, if I remember right. I could be wrong on that. Chat, can you tell us about the lore of that lady?
I was gonna look it up.
Hello, friends. I see some friends in chat. Thank you for joining. I put my eyeballs away from shooting for y'all. Don't judge me for missing an enemy. Oh, you're the first child born in space. Okay, sorry. I guess Sparkletone is actually that pop star. So thank you, Sparkletone, for all your work doing the soundtrack of Child of Eden. Such a good break. We're inside a tree. Alright, we got 25 minutes. That should be enough.
How is this run going?
This run is going not great. I've missed more than my usual amount of enemies, which is not very many, but still enough that I'm like, oh no, when one happens. I've only practiced playing and talking a little bit for this game, so it's still something I'm getting used to. Did you ever play Child of Eden, Kitty?
I don't think so. Mostly just because I didn't have anything to play it on.
I think there was a Connect command version of it where you would like sweep your arms around to do stuff.
See, I think, yeah, I would totally be in for doing that. Honestly, even now.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be really fun. Like this kind of gameplay.
Yeah, that's what we can do, right? That's what we can do. Like in the next month, we'll pick up a 360 with a Connect.
I think I have a Connect in my closet. I don't think I've ever used it.
Lindsay in brackets wife says $5. Why do they call it orb when you orb in the cold food or hot eating food?
Oh no, my wife activated my Manchurian Candidate kill phrase. Look at these fishies. It was really sweet of my wife to change her name to Lindsay bracket wife in real life legally, just to make it less confusing.
How else would you know?
Yeah. Look at this cool enemy. Makes that cool noise.
It's a good bird.
Yeah, it's very like line. What are the sand lines? Aztec sand drawings. That cool bird. That's featured in Illusion of Gaia. And
I was literally about to say that. My only point of reference is Illusion of Gaia.
Illusion of Gaia, featuring Hamlet the pig. Rest in peace, Hamlet.
Ah, love to transform into a weird plasma person. Actually,
yeah, I would love that. That'd be pretty dope. You kidding me? I could turn into a puddle, use it to go through a pyramid.
It's like one of those things, like when you realize, like, you know what? I really did like Animorphs, and then it's just like, oh,
I'm psychosexually informed suddenly. All right, y'all. We have 22 minutes, and we are in Nazca lines. Thank you, actual person. There is Eden. Let's go save Eden. You may have noticed that I just became Space Baby. Because I am baby. So, we're Mega Man now, and this is a boss rush.
I thought we already introduced ourselves.
Yes, sorry. I lied earlier. I'm not Davin Pavlas. I'm Mega Man, the robot boy who shoots and has a dog.
Oh, so you're the Blue Bomber. I
am the Blue Bomber. So, this baby form is an extra HP stage above Orb. It implies that Orb turns into baby in the evolutionary line. Makes sense. And also, if I finish as baby, which means I don't get hit or I get hit and get enough blue spheres to regenerate myself, we get to see some ding-dang butterflies, which is what we are going to do.
We have $5 from Curb, who says, love orbs, fuck cops, hell yeah, illusion of Gaia.
Wow. These are all statements I can agree with in my heart. So this boss rush is like a pseudo remix of the bosses, because you'll see they have shapes or attacks that kind of echo what the bosses originally did, but you end up fighting them quite differently because of this weird hologram square stuff they're made up of. You're gonna hear this 8-shot sound a lot. It's gonna go ha. Alright, I got an overload. That's good. You either die in orb or live long enough to see yourself become baby. Yeah. So this one is very hard to not get hit on, so let's see if I can manage that. This is a remix of that spidery octopus friend. And it releases a truly staggering number of projectiles at you.
Jesus.
And it has these gates, but because of the holograms, it's much harder to target the gates, because you'll target the enemy behind them. Similarly, if you take too much time traversing any empty space, these things will hit you. Oh. These bosses are a lot of... Like, the gameplay of this game is very simple on a controller. You're just moving this targeting thing and holding on the button and releasing the button. But they managed to make projectile patterns that really make you work for it.
I also want to give a shout out to anybody who is watching who is also doing some of the physical movements to match that in the game, because I have just caught myself doing that as well.
Excellent.
And I'm not even playing.
This is a game that I have a hard time not bouncing around during, which I'm sure looks very silly.
I don't know, God, I've been playing a lot of Citus. Like Citus has been.
Oh yeah, that rhythm game.
Which is, again, it's like rhythm game with a story, which is not something that I'm super
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, but primarily I've been playing it just because it's a rhythm game I can play on my phone that doesn't require an internet connection, which is super important for normally transit systems.
There was a good Space Invaders style rhythm game. I forget what it was called. It used some of those design things, and it was like a line rider type thing.
Mm-hmm. Right, it's a thing that's like in the vein of like the Elite B Agent or
a little bit, yeah.
But I felt like it had a bit more. It was more controlled. But the thing that's always been very important like that is even when I am playing it in public, I wind up doing something very similar.
Where's the bad guy?
Groove Coaster is another really good one.
The first video game I ever made was a Unity implementation of Rez that used the Obio music library to do a beat-based Rez game. Spawn enemies.
David, was this Beat Dodger?
No, Beat Dodger came later. This one was actually Rez-style targeting and stuff. I never released it. It was just me learning how to do these things.
I used to play, before streaming, music services kind of made the functionality not work so well, and I had a ton of MP3s on my phone. I used to play a ton of Beat Hazard Ultra. I think.
Ooh, what is that?
That is a like twin stick shooter that was algorithmically generated levels based on songs in your iTunes library.
Oh hell yeah, that sounds like what the game Kitty mentioned. Beat Dodger was a little game I made that did that. What was it? What was the name of the thing? Beat
Hazard Ultra, I believe. Let me just make sure about that. I think it's on Steam as well.
I wonder if that still exists.
Beat Hazard's great. Especially because they would keep separate leaderboards, I think, for each song.
Oh, that's excellent.
Which then got really funny if your songs didn't necessarily have like
the same ID3
metadata.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on Steam. It's still.
Like, no, I'm
it's
this
out there.
5 Iron Frenzy song.
Or like you just have a bunch of mislabeled ones because they're still like on a hard drive that were remnants from your LimeWire days.
Alright, we have 15 minutes, and I think we're about to hit the last section here. We should be able to get the audience the full Rez experience. You'll notice this is the Area 4 boss analog who's trying to tummy time me. I'm gonna grab those reds. Nice, 2 reds.
We are also closing in on 21K.
Hell yeah, let's hit 21K by the end of this.
That is amazing.
We have a $7 donation from Gabri. No justice, no peace, abolish cops, praise orb.
Praise orb. Alright, let's save this little orb, which will reconstitute itself into Eden if we do a good job. This is the final boss. You'll see some inert little shapes there. Those will become enemies that hide behind these cool shapes that are occluding my vision and quickly become less and less manageable. So we'll see how I do. Normally I rely pretty heavily on audio cues, but since I'm talking, I don't know how good that'll work.
You are your own audio cue.
Yeah, I am my own dramatic interference. There's some more of that FMV.
Actual Person 84 says, I remember trying to play audio surf to a podcast. What podcast?
That's...
Alright, there's one of those enemies. They will stalk me around this thing and make life a pain. Every now and then I'll sweep to try to find them because you can, like, interrupt their shots. There's one of them in the foreground. It's targeting me. I'm gonna deal with it. And it released a ton of missiles, so I'm gonna overdrive here to deal with that. Whenever you hear that gunk, that means that you hit enough on one of the X balls, that's the name of those enemies, to make it change its path and stop targeting you for a little bit.
I appreciate your success at those X balls.
Thank you. My score is atrocious. Oh my goodness. I just looked at it. You can hear that little tinkling. That's the sound of the X-ball firing stuff at me. In addition to the little chaff missiles that the ring sends out. There's one down there. Alright, good. Good. Alright. Gamers, we are closing in on the end here. One more ring segment, and then a free segment, and then Rez will be done. I believe in you all. I believe in your donos. That's hip for donations.
We are, I believe, in what, $66 of 21K. Ooh. Let's get there by the end of this.
Let's do that. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, golly.
I was about to say $76, but your math is correct. But yeah, $66, y'all. We got this.
Alright, I panicked and used an overdrive. It did not give me a new one. This could be risky.
We believe in you, Dave, and do it for the butterflies.
I'm doing it for the butterflies. Get away from me. Whew. Okay. You get away from me too. You also get away from me. Social distancing. Nobody touch me.
This is, oh gosh, like, I feel like I am, it is one of those things where, like, watching anyone who has done a thing enough times that even when I truly do not understand what I am looking at, I truly appreciate it.
Alright, we're going overdrive. Got lucky and got one right at the end there. Oh, there's another one. The overdrive cube has smiled upon us. We will probably get butterfly ending if I don't mess this up. This is the last segment before we set Eden free. Let's help Eden. Help Eden, y'all.
Save that Eden.
Get away, get away, get away, get away. Alright, overdrive. Look at all those enemies. Oh golly. Oh jeez. Oh criminy. Alright.
Alright, we're there. 21,034.
Hell yeah. Way to go, friends.
21K.
Kara Ellison donates $100 to the East of the River Mutual Fund.
Good
May we
job.
all become a cab baby.
We have become the baby. We have freed Eden. You can see her holding a baby hand in the background. We've seen the truth. Let's get some butterflies. Well, thank you for watching this game with us, friends. Kitty and Mo, thanks for joining during it.
Thank you, Davin, for narrating this.
Yeah.
And thank you everybody in the chat as well for joining us.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you to everybody who is donating and will continuing to do so.
Hold up.
Butterflies.
We have Lindsay. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume it may be Lindsay Brackett wife. Donates $500.
Whoa!
Black Lives Matter. Fuck the police. Orbs on. Picture of BB-8.
Picture of BB-8. That's a good orb, baby. Thank you, wife. Well, everyone, that's Rez. You should play this game. It's a really beautiful game. If it seemed too intense, you can also play it in a mode that just lets you play all the way through it. Getting hit doesn't matter. It's a nice, relaxing thing. So we have 3 minutes till the next person jumps on. If they are ready, they can go ahead and jump in here. Otherwise, we'll let these credits play.
We have $11 from Jonathan Nielsen. It says defund the police. I think that sounds like a pretty cool idea to me.
That is a very good idea.
I will be back at midnight Eastern, so in 3 hours from now, to play some Heat Signature and finish off the stream with that game Depener Nocturne, which came out last week, which is about going to a bodega and getting your partner a gift. Oh,
that sounds cool. I will be there to watch.
Thank you so much for helping, Mo.
Yeah, thank you, Mo.
Yeah. Sorry, I went AFK for a second. I just need to get some water and stuff.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, thanks for playing through it. That was fun to watch. I played this once and was not that easy.
Well, I have played it at least 100 times. Just a silly amount of times.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I don't have these unlocked on PC, but there's all these beautiful different colors you can get to.
Very cool.